Hi everyone, it's Liza with Gatehouse, and I have a message for you. Do your research. So as you know, we offer free consultations at Gatehouse, and a lot of the other firms do, and I would encourage you to talk to us. And if you're thinking about working with a firm besides us, not necessarily a good idea, but you should still do your research. And I just want to relay two stories that really kind of shocked me this past month. One was someone who had applied to the top schools and was not accepted. And I was just catching up with this person because this person was trying to get a sense from me of whether or not I thought he should reapply. And if you are in that boat, definitely check out our ding analysis services and the way we approach reapplicants. But that's neither here nor there for this conversation. But one thing he asked me about, so he's thinking about applying again, and if he does, he wants to work with Gatehouse. And one thing he said or asked me about was about our turnaround time. And then he mentioned that at least two different times, his consultant didn't return an essay back to him for like 10 days. 10 days! I was kind of flabbergasted. I mean, you just have to take my word for it. This summer is going to be so busy and you feel like you have a lot of time. You don't have a lot of time, and 10 days to turn around an essay is just unacceptable. And I was flabbergasted to learn that he'd worked with a firm that is, that I've held in high regard, and it's making me kind of question, maybe I just assume that other folks in the industry are as maniacal about service as we are at Gatehouse. The second story was just as bad. A similar situation, somebody applied last year, they didn't get in, and they actually did engage with us on one of our ding analyses. And I was reviewing the essays, and I just was shocked at some of the errors that were in there. And I'm not talking about typos, I'm talking about like strategic errors, but that are really, really elementary. And for example, MIT Sloan has a cover letter, and it's very precise in guiding what it wants to hear. It wants to see examples of you in action so it can understand how you are a doer, a thinker, and a leader. And what they also say is, we don't want to hear about your goals. Well, anybody who knows anything knows that Sloan does not want to hear about your goals in this cover letter. This person's essay was 90% about their goals. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe that this person had engaged, again, with a different firm, a very reputable firm, and had gotten that guidance on Sloan. There was no surprise in my mind, despite this person's incredible stats, that they had been bypassed even for an interview with an essay that completely missed the mark. So do your research.